studio. I can aim my camera at me when I'm streaming, and then I can aim it at the Gundam table when I'm doing builds.
Okay, we should be live now. What's up, everybody? This is like the second or third take of this. Welcome to the Game Talks podcast for 8/25/2018. We got Brimstone, we got Gangster, and we got Metro. Go ahead, say hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi! I told you, I don't want your damn weed.
What's good?
Oh my god. Two crazy guys in a white guy. There we go. We got a combination guy. Where's the syrup? Where's the pancakes? Denny's, we're there. I'm just kidding. Yo.
I'm sorry, I'm on my prescription cigaweed.
No, Jesus.
10
Hey,
points.
weed.
10 points to anyone in the audience who gets that reference.
I have a prescription.
Bro, it's gonna be nobody, dude. It's all kids. They have no culture.
Oh, Lord.
They have no culture. They have no mothers.
Oh, Lord.
They're part of the foster care system.
Oh, Lord.
So, what do you guys want to talk about to start?
The power of Christ.
I'm sorry, I was
He's our
promised
Lord
candy.
and Savior.
I was promised candy in a white van. I'm sorry, I don't know what we're talking about.
Well, we got a couple quickies. Toyota decided to exclude their cars from the new Need for Speed game because the game promotes illegal street racing, and they don't approve of that.
They never.
What are they smoking?
Where were they with fucking Underground 2? Where were they with
I
Underground
guess they forgot about
1?
the whole Fast and the Furious series, or what's the anime one about drifting?
Hey, can I say this? If
Oh,
I
Initial
wave
D.
my hands in
Initial
front of
D,
my
bro.
face,
Toyota's Cressida, or not Cressidas, but what was the 886s and shit? We're fucking all over that anime.
so do
It's
I
like,
get copyrighted if I
whatever,
wave?
guys?
Will John Cena pull out if I just wave my hands in front of my face? Is that gonna be the new thing?
Where did Brim go? Holy shit.
I don't
He's
know.
doing silly shit.
I give up with Need for Speed and Toyota. Give up.
It's not Need for Speed's fault that Toyota's being dumb.
Right?
Yeah, what? We can't have a.
That's
So
okay.
what
Toyota
do,
sounds
Bro.
like they're being a bunch of idiots right now.
Oh,
Like-
dude, if I was at the Need for Speed devs right now, I would just copy all their cars and just call them something different. You know, change them up just the tiniest bit, but still have them in there, and just call it, make up a new car company and just rename them all and go fuck you guys.
Forza did that at the beginning of its life.
yeah.
Can't hear you, Metro.
Can't hear you, Metro.
Get the cock out of your mouth.
Fucking push to talk. Fucking hell. I was gonna say, if you look at any GTA game in their history, anytime there's a Lamborghini, it's like this weird name, like the what is it, the vodka in GTA 5? Like, come on.
And we got guy drinking goat piss.
Wait, what?
Got goat piss drinking. How's that going?
I'm sorry, I drank mine off camera.
It's pretty good. Actually, not bad. This goat piss is actually pretty good. Cold with lime.
There you go. At least it's
It's almost like it came out of Mexico or something.
Arriba, arriba.
Hey, I'll say this: the Amazon burning. What's up with that? 20% of our oxygen come from it, and we're letting it all burn down to the ground. There
I
we
swear
go.
to God, there was once a bear that told us never to let this happen, but whoops.
Well, it's their farmers. They're burning it on purpose. There you go.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the people in Brazil are burning their own forest down. Technically,
What kind of meth are they on?
yeah, on me.
Obviously, some dank weed grows in that shit, and they're just burning the whole fucking thing down. It's all good.
They're
Now,
not like-
bro, have you ever had some tropical kush?
I mean, they want the whole country to get high. I mean, that's one way to do
Exactly.
it.
Mellow everybody out, no more crime. Like, come on, man. You're not gonna rob a bank while high. Fuck that. You're gonna grab a bag of Cheetos.
So, guys, you want to talk about all these ray tracing games in 2020 that are happening?
I mean, all I care about is
Oh my
Minecraft.
god, are we gonna actually get content to go with my ray tracing that you spent like $1,800 for? Woo!
Like I said, I only care about Minecraft ray tracing, You know, like
I saw those screenshots, man. It looks pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, it does.
for a game about blocks. That shit looks fucking amazing. Just build your dream house, turn ray tracing on, it all comes to.
Well, Cyberpunk, that game, ray tracing. Can we say performance hit real quickly?
Turning
weren't
that shit off immediately.
Wasn't Cyberpunk the one that the recommended specs was like the top of the line shit that you could get? Was that anything short of like a double fucking oh fuck, what's the high end Nvidia card?
The 20
No, the super high end one.
This 2080 Ti.
No, the industrial model.
Titan.
Oh, the
Titans,
Quadro.
yeah, or Quadros. Like, wasn't it? Didn't it when it come out? It was like you had to have a 1080 Ti and a fucking like 9700K.
Yeah.
That was recommended, and you're gonna add ray tracing on top of that, bro. This game's gonna be running in a slideshow.
Well, we just found the new crisis. Just saying.
Well, let's talk about the stuff that Gangster was talking about earlier with the whole Reddit situation with Apex. The Apex.
You freeloaders.
Dude, that was
Y'all
some
a bunch of
funny
fucking
shit.
freeloaders, you fucking fox.
I don't
For
know.
a free-to-play game to call their customers freeloaders, like, dude.
God damn it, Brim! I swear to God.
Don't worry, after I said that, you can't see me.
Forbes actually got one right though.
Well, it's a shame. It's a shame why they're calling everybody freeloaders, because we're not spending money on a game that doesn't have very much to spend on.
I mean, it's also a free to play.
Don't you know a
You know?
$400 skin is well worth your money? You need to buy it because you're not buying anything else because you're a fucking freeloader.
Not to mention, actually, I want to talk about that for a minute because I watched a video of a guy explaining like you have to pay extra money if you want the extra shit in those crates because they only give you so many of those coins to get those things for the special event. So they're calling you a freeloader for not shelling out once they cut you off like you're some sort of addict. And I'm like, what? At least I boot up Overwatch and the summer games goes on, and I can get any skin I want. Just play the damn game.
There you go. I don't know. I think EA is a little bit ridiculous, and I think it's a bad taste in people's mouths when they fucking say that kind of shit towards their own player base.
Well, that's
I
the
always
thing.
leave bad taste in people's mouth.
Oh,
This guy. You drink some pineapple juice, bruh. They say it helps.
Oh no!
Well, the only one here that can confirm that is Metro, though. So maybe we'll have to do some experiments.
You can't say it, dude.
Well, I
can't say
mean,
it.
Jamie loves to eat a lot.
Yo, I heard
of
if you do
fucking-
enough Coke, it comes out chunky.
Jamie eats a lot of fucking tapatio, so I mean, it's spicy. Let's just say.
Oh Lord.
Oof. No, that's a
I'll
bad
give
taste
you a
in your
hot and
mouth.
spicy.
So,
Oh my
what do you
God.
guys think about them calling us freeloaders?
Oh, dude. Here's the thing, right? The whole concept of a free-to-play game is that you increase your player base versus what it would be if everybody had to pay 30 or 60 bucks up front. That's the whole fucking premise, because that way you
Correct.
attract people who want to spend money. Dota 2 has been doing this for forever, and they make a shitload of fucking money, and they do it without pulling this bullshit.
Not
They
to
do it by
mention,
constantly coming out with new skins, and they price them reasonably.
Not to
And
mention,
plenty of people
since
buy that
Apex
shit.
is not to mention since Apex is part of the Titanfall universe, it attracts people to play Titanfall
Plenty of people buy
in general.
Right.
People that would have probably never played it otherwise are like, oh, I like these characters. Despite the Hawaiian dude being the only guy from Titanfall in Apex Legends.
Well,
But
I
that's
don't know.
neither here nor
Apex
there.
Legends, a lot of people have kind of gone away from because it's not true Titanfall. And a lot of people won't touch it because
Well,
it's not true Titanfall.
That's because there's no mechs. But
No, there's no wall running. It doesn't.
Well, yeah,
have
okay, yeah,
it
that's
doesn't
true, yeah.
have. It doesn't have the bare bones like Titanfall does.
I tell you this much though, I'd rather play Apex than Fortnite.
No, I agree with you there.
Or PUBG.
To be honest, PUBG I can't even fucking run.
Okay,
So let's not talk about
PUBG
that.
you can play on the Xbox all day and it runs better than it does on the PC.
It runs better on your phone
Yep.
than it does on your
True.
PC.
True.
Hey, another game that we can't all run here is probably Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
And that's okay because I pre-ordered it on Xbox. Like a fucking sir.
Like a gentleman.
Now, speaking of Call of Duty, Brimstone's been playing that 2v2 mode.
It is really good.
Is that the alpha
Yeah.
that they launched on PlayStation?
Yeah.
Only on
I heard
PlayStation,
about that.
those douchebags.
I could boot that up, but no. Give me a beta on the PC, damn it. Push the talk, Metro.
I don't know why. So I saw him play that, right? And it reminded me of like Call of Duty's version of Siege, like just R6 Siege, but Call of Duty. The way
Right.
it looked, and I was like, okay, that looks fun. Call of Duty fucking mechanics in an R6 Siege situation. We should totally have that.
Yeah, like a more objective based
Yeah.
small squads. Yeah, I could be down with that.
I like the tactical feel to that the 2v2 mode. When I've seen Brimstone stream it on Mixer, plug in the promotion there, promote his channel.
I stream over on Mixer, guys. That's what he's trying to say.
I put my pants on.
But it runs so well though.
It does. It does. It runs really good. It looks really fucking good.
I like the fact that you can switch the weight of your guns. It's got more customization for what I've seen you play it, and it looks like there's so much tweaking you can do on the fly.
Oh yeah, there's tons of coke you could do. I mean, tons. You said tweaking, right?
Oh Jesus!
You got some crack.
Oh, Lord.
No,
Bowls of the dog.
Serious note. It does. It offers a lot. It offers a lot it offers more now than Call of Duty has offered since Modern Warfare. Black Ops was the only other one that was really on point when it came to a good offering. World at War was World War II kind of made up for it. But then we all found out later they took out a bunch of content because they said it wasn't, profitable. I don't see that happening with this game, honestly. Like, I think this is going to be one of those staples in the series that's going to last a long time.
I hope so.
Like Call of Duty 4, for instance, or
I need a good fucking
Modern
shooter,
Warfare 2 or 3, it's going to last
There's only
a
so
while.
much I can do on Destiny.
There is I like the fact that we can do.
Cross-platform play. Yes. Remember at the beginning we all thought it was just cross-platform saves? No, it's straight up all the way across. Platform playing, the whole 9 yards. So I will be able to team up with some of my old PS4 friends on the Xbox in group chat and fuck shit up. I'm actually looking forward to it. I think that's going to be fun.
They're going to have a system in place like Rocket League where you'll have an ID and they'll just add you that way.
See, what I want to know is whose dick did someone have to suck to make all this shit happen?
To get Sony
Call
to
of
agree
Duty-
to that shit.
I mean, well, that. But also, if this Call of Duty is going to be as good as we're all hoping it's going to be, versus Black Ops 4, Black Ops 3, and so many other ones, like
Infinite Warfare.
like who got the dick sucking of a lifetime to be like, yeah, I'll do it.
Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, they were pretty much the games that nobody asked for. Even Ghost, and I liked Ghost. I thought Ghost was a hell of a lot better of a modern-esque Call of Duty than what all those other three offered. It's
the only thing
I like the story.
The only thing Ghost I didn't like about is we had to add an FOV changer on PC, modded it in, and Parade you didn't get banned. That was the only problem I had with that game. But the story, the ending was taken from.
Yeah, I love the single player.
I actually
It was
like
a great
the.
story.
I actually like
They had
the,
who was the bad guy in that?
Oh god.
They had a big name actor that did the voice and kind of looked like him for the bad guy. I can't remember who it was, but he did a really good job.
I'm thinking of Black Ops 3. I'm not thinking of.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Black Ops 3 with the paid actor guy.
I'm thinking of the guy who did House of Cards.
Yeah.
Kevin
yeah,
Spacey.
I know who. Yeah. I know.
Spacey, yeah.
I'm thinking him and Conor McGregor. Because I think that's Black Ops 3, I think, right? Black Ops 3.
Well, we all know Soap was the best, so you know.
Well, I mean, Spacey was Black Ops 3. I don't remember McGregor.
McGregor was in one of them. I just don't know which one it was.
Might be the one that Pete was talking about.
What was McGregor in? Was it Black Ops?
I thought it was Black Ops 3. He played like one of the bad guys that you faced.
No, maybe. I remember Spacey.
We don't remember much.
We're old. Or getting there.
I was just saying that the story wasn't that great.
He was in Infinite Warfare. Okay. Infinite Warfare. Okay. He was the second bad guy you faced in the game. He was the second evil bad guy in the game. Okay, that answers that. I'm just hoping for the new Modern Warfare, the reboot. I really hope that the story is going to be really good, because that's where Call of Duty shined with Modern Warfare, was the story.
Oh, fucking A, dude. God, such a good fucking story.
Which
and
one?
the levels. Modern Warfare?
Warfare,
really all of them.
one. They need this game to be their ace in the hole this year. They really do.
I still think
This
Warfare,
is Infinity Ward's time to shine, dude. Like, this is their time to bring back the faith in that company.
Yeah, Infinity Ward hasn't had anything to write home about since the two original founders left.
I'm still of the group that thinks that Modern Warfare 2 was the best one.
Well, here's the other thing too. Those two guys that left, one of them's working for Epic Games. I don't know how much money he got paid. Jason West. Wondering how much money he's gonna get to make their own military shooter.
Dude, you guys had a winning formula with Unreal Tournament.
But they're like, it doesn't make
fucked it up. You fucked it up. Oh, God, the Unreal Tournaments were just so fucking good. Even 3.
I think they'll get back into a corner and then they'll be right back to Unreal Tournament.
Probably.
Bro,
it all depends on how this new shooter goes.
You know what's crazy though is Unreal Tournament could come out of nowhere and gain an audience faster than any other game on the market. They came in with that big dick energy, you know what I mean? Not anymore. You hear about Unreal Tournament and everybody's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I played it. It didn't play smooth, and that was one of the things that was just phenomenal about all of the other Unreal Tournaments, was just how fucking smooth they played.
So, guys in the stream, in the show, guys, go out and get a 1080 GTX 1080 card. It came out that the 2070 and the 2080 RTX cards are not what they're all cracked up to be. Official testing with the new driver that came out, the Gamescom, they compared it to the Vega cards and the new Navi cards and the old GTX cards to see where the performance hits are. And the regular 1080 came in on top. Literally 2 frames difference than an RTX 2080. Same with the Vega cards. They were all in margin of error between each other.
Damn.
And they're saying, I think PC Gamer was saying in this article, save your money and just get a GTX 1080. Literally. Or a Vega card. That's what they're saying.
I heard they had performance hits, but I didn't know it was that bad.
I mean, that's why I got a.
So what? The
Vega
1080
56.
Ti is what now?
So the regular 1080, the GTX 1080, the
right,
Vega
right.
5664, and the Navi card, they compared all of them. And they're showing on settings, they averaged 11 games, all of them margin of error. Actually, the Division 2 at 4K went worse on an RTX card than a GTX card. Worse.
That's fucking sad, dude. That's actually really sad.
On a RTX 2070 at 4K, 34.8 frames. A GTX card, 1 frame difference. On a Vega card, 1 frame difference. And that's ultra everything.
That's fucking.
Whoa, RTX cards, baby! They're the future! Ah!
But that ray tracing in Minecraft, though.
And and here's what
Quake, bro. Quake looks so good.
Metro Exodus, okay, a game that they touted to be RTX, everything, performed 20% worse than a GTX and a Vega card.
That's fucking hilarious.
They actually lost frames.
That's just so sad and hilarious at the same time. I don't know whether to cry or
So just
laugh.
go out and buy a 1080 Ti and you'll be good.
Pretty much.
1080,
Or
1080 or
Vega,
1080
or Vega
Ti or a Vega 56.
Even though a 1080 Ti is now shit on by the Radeon 7, but we won't talk about that.
Well, we could talk about Digital Foundry doing a video and showing how
It's
what was
dead.
it? Video editing. How the GTX 1080 and the 2080 Ti choke halfway into a video render at 4K or 8K. Meanwhile, the Vega 7 is still chugging along like it's nothing. Isn't that sad? But that's why they gambled with HBM and did 16 gigs of it on a card.
Big dick energy.
And I will say this.
And thick.
I will say this. At $699 for that card, it's coming in at a good price. It's actually sitting pretty not bad for what you get.
Speaking of which, Lone Wolf linked me to an article that AMD might be ending its life cycle of the Radeon 7. I don't think it's going to be because they didn't confirm it nor deny it. AMD's always been pretty... Fuck, dude, the R9 270X was still getting updates as of, like... What was it? This year, I think. I still see driver
For
suites out
shit's
for it.
sakes, Polaris is still going to this day with the RX 600 series. Come on. They're still
It's a
supporting
good
that.
dude. It's a good architecture.
Right.
My 290X was still fucking gangster till I got my Vega card, man. I had that thing for like 6-7 years, and it was still like any new esports title it could do at 140 frames a second, no problem. And dude, it could do The Witcher at fucking 120 frames plus.
And NVIDIA, you need to stop lying about game boost performance. You said this Gamecom's driver was going to boost everything, and it didn't. It only boosted it in 3 games. 3 games. Apex Legends, Forza Horizon 4, and what's the other one? Oh, and I think it was Fortnite. That was it.
Fortnite.
Those were the 3 games that they were touting to be the best ever. Oh, and Wolfenstein, supposedly Youngblood. I don't understand. They overhype the driver, and you find out that it's like complete shit.
We don't play that bullshit. I want to play Wolfenstein 1, 2, Return to Castle Wolfenstein. I don't play Youngblood shit.
Oh, Lord.
Big dick energy.
Sponsored.
Hey,
Brimstone,
man,
Brimstone.
how are you gonna have a Wolfenstein game and you're not playing PJ Blazkowicz, man?
And
What the
Brimstone,
fuck, dog?
and Brimstone's getting the Vegas 7 soon.
We are. I am.
I'm even
Can't
thinking
believe I answered that like I was a fucking... Like,
He's an entity, a fucking deity. Like,
I
yes.
know, right?
I'm thinking about
We
getting
are
one of those
one.
myself if I sell this other PC right. I'm thinking about it. That card, 16 gigs of memory?
Bro, of HBM, dog. Of HBM.
And you know
And
what?
it's 2 stack, right? That's the thing. HBM, the stacks, you get bit because it's parallel, so you get better bandwidth. So with 2 stacks, dude, the memory bandwidth is just fucking nuts.
I found I may link Brimstone to it, but I found a pre-owned Vega 7 for $100 off of what you're trying to buy it for.
For how much?
$599 on eBay. I don't know
Not
if that was a bid or not.
That's not fucking bad.
And I think that was a Sapphire edition, 3-fan edition. You know the reference.
I'm getting the power color.
There you go.
I like Sapphire.
I'm sorry, I like my 56.
I like Sapphire
thank
too,
you.
but I was like, yeah, fuck it.
I'm with you, Jamie. I like Jamie.
I know I'm
Bro.
gay, but I'm not him. He's got a glorious ass.
You're not that gay.
He has a glorious ass, okay?
You have no idea, sir.
I'm happy with my Vega.
And for tech deals, guys, for the week, because we haven't talked about tech deals in a while, AOC 25-inch monitor for $199, FreeSync 14. I think it's 1440p, frameless with FreeSync 2 on it, and
How many hertz?
144.
And,
Damn, $200.
Yep, good time to
Bro.
buy a monitor.
You know what's funny though is I think everyone in this call can positively, without a doubt, recommend AOC.
Right? And they get so shit on online, dude.
Literally, my gaming monitor is an AOC. I never had this shit since I.
Dude, my
built
main
the
monitor
Grim
is an
and
AOC.
before.
It's a fucking ancient ass AOC. It's one of the very first models of the 144 hertz FreeSyncs, and I still use it. It's fucking great.
AOC 25-inch 1440p or 1440.
What's funny is AOC used to be an OEM as well.
That's true.
1 millisecond, and it's a TN panel, but who cares? It's 200.
Everyone's like, AOC sucks dick. That's kind of funny. Are you gaming on an Alienware monitor? Are you gaming on a Asus monitor? Because
right.
they're all the same panels, jackass.
And by the way, guys, those panels are easy to replace on AliExpress because they sell them all day long. So if anything goes wrong with your panel, you can just swap it out on AOC. Has
No, but AliExpress though, some of that shit is sus, dude.
Sus.
But I
the
found out
video cards, maybe.
I found out that they have panels
Bruh.
galore.
1080 Ti for $30? Say it ain't so.
Bro, that's just like Wish. Holy shit.
So let's talk about that Matrix, guys. That Matrix 4.
Oh man,
I'm a Matrix fanboy, so you know, I mean,
I say don't
I might
touch it.
be into it.
Ugh, they're gonna ruin it, dude. You know they are.
Not if Keanu's gonna be in it.
Just look at Star Wars, though, bro. It's
You're
like,
breathtaking.
It could be that bad.
And guys, for that $200 price tag, you're getting 3 HDMI plugins.
Wait, $200 price tag on what?
On that
That
monitor?
monitor?
On that monitor, 3
That's one more-
HDMIs.
That's one more plugin than I have.
But don't you need DisplayPort to actually get the full 144 hertz?
No. You can do it on HDMI. It says it here on the in the description.
HDMI 2, maybe?
HDMI
1.2?
2. Yeah,
Yeah,
HDMI 2, I believe, can do 1440p, 144
And it
hertz. It
also
can't
has-
do 4K.
It has the new
Above
standard
60.
of DisplayPort too on it. That is a nice looking
Huh.
monitor. It's in that it's in that AMD red, you know. Looks
God damn it, Brimstone.
I think the Matrix is going to be good. I think number 4 is going to be pretty good. I also like they're relaunching it to the new generation of people that are coming into it. A lot of these new fans that are starting to like Keanu Reeves, you know, because
I might go see the original Matrix in the theaters again. That'd be fun.
then they just need to release it to Blu-ray so I can watch it.
So I can see all that bullet time. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, the Matrix 1 was a great movie. I'm glad they're
Fucking amazing movie.
I'm
I
happy.
even liked the second was okay. I liked the third one.
Well, I went and saw the remastered of Star Wars when they re-released it, the 6th one or New Hope or something like that back in the day, when they brought it to the new generation of Star
Yeah,
Wars
I
fans.
saw that.
And they did a really good job with the remastered, so I'm expecting this is going to be good. Now, Fox is owned by Disney now, so we're going to see how the Matrix is made.
Oh, I can already tell you, no swearing, no blood.
Yeah, it won't be R-rated.
And then like the final movie that they make, it'll be like Endgame, where there's
Wait. Matrix is being touched by Disney?
Yeah, Disney
Yeah,
owns
dude,
Fox.
Disney owns Fox.
That's scary.
It's gonna be a terrible fucking movie!
That's what I'm saying, dog.
I didn't know, okay? When you said Keanu was gonna be in it, I was like, oh, there's not really a bad decision to make there, you know, it's Keanu. Nothing,
Disney
you know, because
comes
my
into the-
faith
Yeah,
in
it's
Keanu
Disney, dude.
Reeves,
They
you
can
gotta
fuck it
understand,
up.
my faith in that dude is pretty high, you know what I mean? So I'm like, he can't fuck this up. And then you say it's owned by Disney, I'm like, fuck!
Hey, it's Disney ruins everything lately. Like, how many, we were talking about this earlier, how many Marlboro,
Marlboro, we're smoking now,
We were
bro.
talking about cigarettes earlier, that's why he said it.
Marvel,
Margaret, pass me a cig.
how many MCU shows are there going to be on the Disney Plus? How many milkings are they doing of this?
Bro, I'm scared for fucking
They're
Star
gonna
Wars
be
The
milking
Clone
the
Wars.
titties like they're milking a cow.
Bro, they fucked up the Star Wars
I'm
theme
so scared for
park.
Clone Wars, okay? Because
She-Hulk, Miss Marvel. Oh, you guys ready for it? Oh,
they bring these shows out, they're gonna butcher them. All right, they're gonna butcher.
and what was
the
the
fuck out
other
of
one?
these.
That Star Wars. What was it? The Star Wars. Boba
They're
Fett,
bringing out.
whatever?
They're
Clone
bringing back the
Wars.
Clone Wars, but
Yeah.
I don't have any faith in it right
Did you
now.
see the trailer I linked yesterday for their movie that they're doing, the show they're doing with
the Boba Fett thing?
Yeah,
The Mandalorian or whatever.
Mandalorian. I was shaking my head, going, "Wow!"
I would
God.
rather go read the Legends comics. Okay.
And now they're taking the Lucas out of it, and they're calling it a Disney production. I'm like, "Oh God!"
Oh man, I'm with Brim on this one.
Dude, they fucked up the Star Wars theme park.
Yeah, they
How
did.
do you fuck up a Star Wars theme park? Like,
And that's,
dude, you should be
that's locally to
printing
me.
money with that.
That is locally to me, and a lot of people that went to it tell me like stay away from it with the plague.
That's what everybody says. I watch like the Quartering's done videos on it, and a bunch of other people, and I've read articles or
I mean,
you know,
what's fucked up
friends
is
on
you
Facebook.
can't even call the children the younglings. I believe that's what they used to call them. You can't even refer them as younglings because
let's put it this way.
that's no.
Lightsabers are not called lightsabers anymore. They're
light
fucking
swords.
They're called light swords, and when you get hit with a light sword, you get put in an incubator chamber and you live.
You get
What
put in the
the
back.
fuck?
You get put in the fucking back of the tank like a fucking eye.
Dude, Finn
Meanwhile-
got fucking hit with a sword straight in the back, and he didn't get chopped in fucking
Bro,
half.
I shit you not. The way that Kylo swung that shit at Finn, if that were Anakin or fucking Obi-Wan, Finn would have been fucking dead. Sliced in half.
Can I say this?
AD.
Can I say this? Ridley is her name. How the fuck can she look like a Arnold Schwarzenegger with a light sword? Like, I don't understand. She like just walks in and just massacres everybody, and she doesn't get hit once.
Get to the Millennium Falcon.
I don't understand it with Star Wars. Like, Star Wars has kind of gone to shit in the last 2 movies.
Oh, she's perfect, dude.
Oh, bro, it would piss me
now
off.
she's
Three words. Big dick energy.
Sponsored by Brimstone.
And I say this too, at the Disney whatever 24 event they had, they were like, she's the new Skywalker.
Fuck that.
I'm like,
Anakin
what was she?
and
Was
Luke
she
forever,
adopted as
bro.
a fucking Skywalker? I want to know where they're pulling the shit out from.
Anakin, Luke, Leia forever. All right.
I
And
thought
that-
she was like his granddaughter or some shit, right?
That's what
or whatever.
No,
And an
Kylo-
honorary
I mean,
mention
Kylo's
for
like the-
Han. He married into it, man. I'll accept it. It's allowed.
and guess what? J.J. Abrams had to come in and save that franchise because
Yeah, so
the last two
everything
directors
in-
sucked.
Everything in the last 2 movies are like, he's like, I'm fucking ignoring it. But no, he did 7, didn't he?
Yeah, he did 7.
He did 7.
So he's got to ignore all of 8 and basically find a way to unfuck 8 while making a brand new movie,
there's
bro.
no way to do it, bro. There's no way to do it.
mean,
I'm a master at fixing crappy shit in movies, and I cannot think of a way out of it that doesn't involve either
I
time
mean,
travel or
We are talking. We are
a wake
talking
up and this is all a dream.
We are talking about Princess Leia, who all of a sudden became like a Billy badass in outer space without any fucking oxygen.
Like,
She was out there for the entirety of an entire fucking fight scene of about 20 minutes, and somehow Force pulls herself to safety,
and then
is able to
fucking
breathe
knocks
again.
out. And then fucking passes out.
even though she was frozen fucking solid. But hey, you know what? Forget about that.
Like she
She's
was
a
like,
Jedi, right?
She was
That's fine.
pale as fuck, freezing over.
Forget all
frozen
you
solid.
know. Forget all you know about Star
Bro,
Wars.
if we think Leia's bad, but when Rey was like looking to the Millennium Falcon and she like ripped some wires out and that fixed the whole damn ship. And I had the same thought that fucking Han was like, how the fuck?
What the fuck
did you do to my
Who
ship
is
to
this
make it
bitch
work?
and what have you done to my ship?
Like, I would look at her like Han did too. Like, how the fuck you know my ship better than me? I worked on this shit for years.
Dude, he's been fucking with that compressor for years. That was the problem that he was having in the second one.
Hey, I just don't understand. She walks into a fight scene and survives all those enemies like it's nothing. Like it's like a Kill Bill scene just gone like on steroids. Like, oh yeah, I just beat you all. And she didn't even do one move with the lightsaber at all. I'm like, holy shit.
I'm like, of all the teachings that you somehow know, you didn't know how to like swing it properly, deflect
And how does
shit.
fucking Finn become a Jedi so quickly with a fucking
Like-
sword?
Like he literally picks it up in front of another fucking stormtrooper, or
Yeah,
you know,
right.
whatever the fuck they call them. And
Well,
he's just like,
no. There's always been a difference between a Force user and Force sensitive. Like they were saying that he was more Force sensitive than user. I mean, come on. Like, do I have to pick up a fencing sword and start fencing, and then like everybody's like, who the fuck are you? Like, do I have to be a fencing pro to know how to fence, or can't I just?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
I don't know, dude. I think people's like anger on that was a little misplaced because
I was
nobody pays
confused.
attention. Nobody pays attention to what is said. They are talking about Force sensitive, being you can feel it doesn't mean you're necessarily a master at it, you know? And then there's forced
that's
users.
I disagree with Brimstone 100%. Disagree. I'm angry. Damn it. Why do you have to be so right? Damn it.
Gone to the dark side, Brimstone.
wrong.
You need to
Bitch,
come over to
I
my
was-
side.
I was born in the dark side.
Oh, Lord.
Where's my fucking cookies?
I know, right? What the fuck?
Oh, my God.
All you've got is crappy Corona.
Hey, I will say this. It better, whatever, the rise of the Skywalker, whatever they're calling it, it better be good.
I have a feeling it's legit gonna involve Palpatine because
It has to. They already put him into the fucking. Well, she has to kill him. She has to prove that
I
she's
have a
more
feeling-
powerful than both Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker, bro.
And
It's
Kylo Ren
Mary
and
Sue.
Kylo Ren.
I have a feeling this story is going to be about Palpatine being in one of his clone bodies because it's been said that he has a clone base where he makes clones of himself so he never fucking dies. And I have a feeling that that's what's gonna happen.
Dude, it's gonna be so fucked
I
up.
just am getting so tired of like Disney. I keep hearing all week Disney Plus, all these things, and then I hear National Geographic is now like fucking literally an exclusive thing to Disney. I'm like, what?
Whoa.
How much fucking
National
cash did you give to
Geographic?
National Geographic?
Yeah, what's
to
his
do
name
that?
from Jurassic Park is going to be doing the first episode of whatever exclusive thing they're doing.
You talking about Goldblum?
Yep, Goldblum is going to be doing some special thing to kick off Disney Plus and National Geographic.
I mean, you know why they got him, right? Because he was the fucking Grandmaster in Ragnarok. So they could.
And you know, another thing I will say this is how much money is Disney like losing out of all this? Look at all these actors and actresses top of the line that they had to go sign to make this happen.
I'm gonna tell you right now, they make so much money off a lot of the bullshit, like their Disney what was it? The Mickey clause where they lock musicians' songs
Miss
for another
Marvel, keep this in
20
mind.
years.
Hulk. Really?
Like you got to think about how Disney makes their money, right? They have these patents that should have, or like these contracts that should have ended 10, 20 years ago with all the music that they have, right?
Right.
And they keep fighting this shit in high level court, and they throw money around like, hey, no, we want to keep owning this. Here's some money for another 5-10 years, but the contract says you own it for like 20-40 years, and then it's public domain, but they don't want it to be public domain. That's where they're making their money from, to keep airing these songs and keep milking this fucking money.
Well, also, too, what I don't understand is we're getting Nick Fury. We're going to finally get a Nick Fury show combined in Disney Plus. That's the next thing they're doing.
Oh, don't forget, we also have Loki.
Oh, Jesus. They just really have gone over the top. By the time we get done with this, Marvel, literally, people are just going to be turned off because there's going to be so much shit going on.
I'm sorry. The whole Marvel Cinematic Universe ended at Endgame.
With Endgame, yeah.
Especially since Disney lost Spider-Man.
And speaking of it, do we blame Sony on the table for what happened with Spider-Man?
It depends.
I don't.
I mostly blame Disney because they started to get greedy, like they always do.
Why? What did Sony do?
Sony in this case
wanted a 50-50 split. Disney wanted a 50-50 split, and freaking Sony wanted
Sony's
a 75-50 split.
Yeah, Sony. Their original deal was 90-10, and then Sony was willing to go to 75-25.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that's only for the box office, and that's all Sony gets. All of the merchandising and everything else, Disney gets to keep 100% of. So, I mean, that's a pretty good deal for Disney, because the merchandising is always fucking 100 times what the box office is.
Oh, so what? It was Sony that wanted more because they felt like they were
No,
gonna eat it?
Sony wanted to keep what their deal was. Disney wanted to drop it down to 50-50, even for the box office, even though they're getting 100% of everything.
So technically,
they should have been like 50-50 plus maybe like 30% or so per all the other shit.
For the merchandising and stuff, yeah, that would have been a fine.
Like
I think Sony would have accepted that.
Different percentages, like maybe like, okay, here's the merchandising, here's the Blu-rays, here's this. Like, that would have been better. I would have accepted that kind of deal.
Well, here's the thing, and I'll say this. Now since Sony basically said this, and everybody's freaking out. Everybody's mad over it, and my thing is, like, do you blame Sony when they're getting nothing out of it? no money at all, technically.
Yeah, Sony's not a bad guy.
And
That's-
they're getting screwed over badly by Disney. Now they're saying they're just gonna make another Spider-Man movie themselves.
Fuck
I'm
it.
happy that we got Tom Holland for the little time that we did because he
Wait,
was damn good.
who's making the next Disney movie? I mean, the next Spider-Man movie?
Sony is.
Sony.
Sony said that they're gonna forgo Disney, and they said Venom and Spider-Man are gonna be their own. They're gonna have their own universe over Marvel. They stuck it.
I'm down.
They stuck it. To
I'm
Disney.
down because I liked Venom.
Yeah, I liked it too.
And they said
Yeah, Venom was fun.
I probably watched it almost 2-3 times already.
And they said, and Sony also said that we want to do our own universe with Spider-Man and keep it to the comics, not this made-up MCU universe.
But okay, as bad
Wait,
as
Disney said that?
No, Sony did.
Sony said that.
but
Oh.
as mad as Sony is about that, I liked the Tom Holland Spider-Man that they created. Like I don't mind that one at all.
Well, they honestly said they want a mature Spider-Man, and they said
Be right back.
they want a mature. All right, Brimstone.
So they want more of like the Spider-Man that they had for Spider-Verse.
Well, yeah, and let me fix that. Oh well, that just ruined that. Okay, let me fix that then. Shit. All right. They basically stated that they wanted a better Spider-Man. They said more mature.
I'm down more in the lines of the Venom movie.
Yeah, they wanted to connect kind of with the Venom series.
Yeah, I'm fucking down. Dude, a Spider-Man and Venom with fucking
And then you could have Carnage
what's his
at
name
that
as
point,
yeah,
right?
what's his name as Carnage? The fuck is that guy's name?
I can't remember. But he's a
Oh my
crazy
god, he's
motherfucker.
amazing.
Yeah, at this point, like because in order to have Carnage, Spider-Man needs to basically come into the picture, and then Venom's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm in love with Spider-Man," basically, because that weird shit in the comics, where
Well,
you know,
John Favreau, the guy that does the Iron Man series, is like a producer, was all upset about it, and I'm like turning around going, "This is great. Maybe we'll get mature Spider-Man and actually get an actual Mary Jane Watson that's actually decent."
okay, but no actual Mary Jane aside, Tom Holland wasn't a bad Spider-Man. He was.
I'm not
like,
saying
like
he was. I'm saying is where's Black Cat?
I
Like,
get
if
what
you're
you're
gonna
saying.
tell-
I
I
get
don't know.
what you're saying.
Homecoming was okay.
Where was Black
But-
Cat and all that? You know, like I've read the comic books a lot, and I was like, well, if they're gonna go this way with the Amazing Spider-Man, when they tie in Venom in a way to like the Eddie Brock story and all that combined.
But you see, the problem is every time Sony has done a Spider-Man, like look at when they introduced Venom. Like I don't mind that the Andrew, I think it was the Andrew Garfield one.
I didn't
When they
mind
had
Andrew
the
Garfield
trip
at all.
I didn't mind it, but sometimes it came off a little cheesy. I mean, it aged
Well,
horribly.
but you got to
But-
remember it's Disney. You got to
but-
remember it's Disney behind the helm on that one.
But to be fair, thank God it wasn't the Amazing Spider-Man that we got with the MCU because I hate that. I hate that one with
Well,
the
I
burning
liked
passion.
Venom. I love Venom to pieces.
And they don't need if they're gonna continue the current Eddie Brock they got now for the Venom shit.
They're doing
honest-
it right. I will tell you this: they're doing it right with the whole Eddie Brock situation because in the comics that was correct.
I don't mind the Eddie Brock they have now. I don't mind how they portray him right now.
Right.
But the problem is, whoever they get for Spider-Man can't be the guy,
they can
the
do. They
type
can
of
still
guy
do
like
Holland if they
Amazing
wanted to.
Spider-Man.
They can do Holland
Well, no,
if
no,
they
no, no.
want to.
I don't think they can because Disney makes it to where like you can't go. I don't know if it's between Marvel and DC, or if it's just Marvel and any other place that does superhero movies.
Well,
but-
we're talking now, and I'm assuming when all the dust settles, they're gonna make a deal.
I
They're gonna
mean, I
breach,
hope-
they're gonna breach a deal.
I hope they get Tom by reaching some sort of agreement with Disney to get Tom.
Oh, I'd even
And
be
then
happy
maybe-
with a different guy.
Same here. I just want Spider-Man.
But if they get a guy who's older, like you want, right? Because I don't mind an older guy.
Well,
right?
here's my
Because-
thing. Here's my thing, Metro. What I was saying is, I like the original Spider-Mans, not the second and third, but I like the first one. If they
So you like the first Garfield one?
No, I like the original Spider-Man with
Tobey Maguire.
The first one was great. The
Oh, I
second
liked
one-
all three.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
What I liked was that they had William Dafoe. They did it right, And I
Yeah,
saw
I don't know-
all
I
3 of
don't,
them in the theater, and I loved every one of them. A lot of people will disagree with me there, but the thing is, I want Sony just to take over the helm because I like the maturity that Sony wants to do. Because thing is with Venom, here's my thing with Venom: they did a great job, storytelling wise. They kept it to the comic books and they didn't stray off. My thing is, here's my thing: they screwed up on Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They royally screwed up on that, and
Big fucking time.
and then they did the Amazing Spider-Man with Tom Holland. And my thing is, here's my thing: where's the storytelling with Black Cat? We're skipping all that to get to Mary Jane's side of things. And it's like, no, I want a storytelling of Black Cat and then the Venom, and let's get to the Mary Jane Watson shit. You know what I mean? After all that, like, we're just doing
That I can see that where like it starts off with Black Cat, and then like by say the 3rd or 4th movie in the series, Mary Jane comes in and then becomes the main love interest for
Right.
like
No.
the end movies. I can see it. I can see that.
Now, what they should do is basically what MCU did. Skip over the Uncle Ben shit.
yeah.
We've seen Uncle Ben shit. We've
Well,
seen
it has
Uncle
to,
Ben
it has
shit
to
so many
be
times.
there, but it doesn't
It
have
can
to
be there.
Yeah, it
It
doesn't
can
have to
be
be
there,
in the movie.
but don't be. And I keep getting them. I think I keep
So
getting
you mean
them
that the
confused.
first part
I mean,
of the
I keep saying Garfield,
Yeah,
but I think I meant Toby.
the first part of the Tobey Maguire
The
movie.
Tobey Maguire movies,
where half the
they drew it out with Uncle Ben in the first movie. Make it like the first 10, 15 minutes, and that's it.
Yeah, everybody knows Spider-Man now. You don't need to do the same kind
Spider-Man
of
is
intro.
so fucking popular since it first came out. Everyone knows Uncle Ben fucking dies.
And honestly,
It's just a matter of who kills him and what kind of plot line they're gonna go with there of either avenge him or just move.
if you're gonna do that, if I'm Sony, and I know, does Disney own Fantastic Four? Do they own the Fantastic Four rights?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
because
they
they
do.
own Fox.
Because to me, Spider-Man was also in the Fantastic Four for a short time. He was the bag man, but they need to include that somewhat within the franchise, because for a certain period of time, when he was going through the cross of Venom and that, and who saved them was, I believe it was the Fantastic Four that saved him from being Venom all the way. I think it was. I could be wrong because I read the comics.
I never read the comics, so
I based it a lot on the comics because I love Spider-Man that much. And the thing is, the Venom storyline, like when he starts to becoming Venom, even the Tony Brock, even the Brock stuff, Eddie Brock is great too. I like the storytelling on. They're doing that right. That's based on the comics. What to me they're not doing right is the whole MCU thing. When they rebooted, how many more times are we going to reboot Spider-Man before we get old?
Oh God.
Like, there is so much different.
You can say the same thing about Batman or Superman or any of those.
Well,
But I
So
mean,
I don't really mind it because I've got Tobey Maguire.
hey,
And
I
in
will
my
say
head
this.
canon,
I will
Tobey
say,
Maguire movies are the only Spider-Man movies.
there's a meme out there. Whenever Toby had Venom with him, when he was wearing underneath him, that
Right.
the parts where he would dance and he'd be fucking arrogant or like just extra as shit. People think that that's the best version of Toby.
well, Tobey Maguire, well, I'll give
Dude,
him.
I like those parts, man. He was fucking cool. And like,
He did his own
it's funny
stunts.
because like half the chicks dig it and
He was
half
like,
the chicks
he was
don't.
like,
But he
was
didn't
like
give a
pointing
fuck
at him like,
about
"Hey,
that.
baby, let's fucking dance."
But
And
it worked with a bunch of them. Like that dude, that it's totally realistic, bro.
What I will say this is Tobey Maguire did his own stunts. There was no CGI. He did a lot of his own stunts and got hurt doing it. That's why he stopped doing Spider-Man. He got hurt.
Well,
all
they
the
kind of
time.
ended. They kind of ended the story too.
Yeah, they did. They
It
could
wasn't
do,
meant. That trilogy was meant really to be a trilogy. I mean, they could have kept it going, but it was also just as good to leave it right where they ended it.
Well, what they could really do is reboot the franchise and just start it over from the very beginning. And
That's
tell
what I would do. That's what I would do. I would get a new guy for Spider-Man, make sure he's fucking good, and I'd start it with, the first movie, and it would be Venom, and then I'd release a Spider-Man movie that takes him up to the point where the Venom storyline is,
Right.
and then a third movie where they, get it like see they set up Venom with Carnage though, so maybe they could have a different villain.
Well, what they could do is do Spider-Man, right? And they could lead you up to Eddie Brock and make Eddie Brock the first Venom, and then literally tie you into when Spider-Man actually becomes Venom itself, and then that
Yeah.
ties in the Black Cat situation altogether.
Because eventually doesn't Venom just go back to Eddie Brock?
I believe.
Yeah.
It goes.
Well, no,
because-
Venom actually dies. Venom actually dies. If you read the comic books, they kill off Venom. They kill the suit altogether, the symbiote or whatever it is. They kill it off eventually, and that's thanks to the. I believe in. I haven't read the comic books in a while. I think that was thanks to the Fantastic Four. The doctor, the guy with the long arms, ends up killing.
Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, ends up killing the symbiote that was.
Now, why
Venom.
isn't he Dr. Fantastic? Isn't he a doctor?
He is.
What the
He's
fuck?
like a-
So why is it Dr. Doom and Mr.
Well-
Fantastic? What the fuck?
I don't know why. I can't remember why Doctor Doom is Doctor Doom.
And then they could set up the whole Mary Jane thing because in between Mary Jane, he picks up the Venom suit. He finds it somewhere somehow. Because Eddie Brock eventually, I believe how this works. Eddie Brock eventually gives up the suit or the symbiote itself or kills it some way. And then Spider-Man finds it, and then Black Cat fits into all that because she's an evil villain as well in a weird way, or it was his first love interest as Venom. And then you could tie it into the whole Mary Jane thing because after that, that's when him and Mary Jane hook up, and then you have the rest of the Spider-Man series until, I believe in the comics, until he dies. And then you have Miles Morales. Well, you have 4 different versions of Spider-Man. So
once you get to Spider-Verse, like the original Parker died, and there's alternative Parker.
you have future
Miles,
Spider-Man.
Gwen Stacy, Noir, and the anime one. And
Let's
it's
see.
Porter.
You have future Spider-Man. You have, I believe you have.
That's Spider-Man 2049, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
You
I
have
like
5,
that one.
You have 5 different Spider-Mans. You have Miles Morales is their current one, and then you have the other future Spider-Man. Then you have a hybrid Spider-Man at one point, and then Venom becomes a good guy throughout all this too. Eventually, Venom, like another person picks up Venom, and he becomes a good guy and fights justice behind Spider-Man.
But isn't this like an alternative? Venom,
Which you guys are going into the shattered dimensions right now.
Oh, well, there you go. Well,
Yes, the multiverse is a fascinating thing.
But here's the thing: if going into another franchise, Batman, if they do it right this time around, they could tie in Joker. They could tie in Joker and set up for the first Batman with Joaquin
Oh
Phoenix.
yeah, man, that Joker movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet, but I need to see it.
Well, it comes
I mean,
out. It comes
it
out
looks
in October.
amazing. I'm just,
Oh,
God,
it hasn't
I'm
come out
just
yet.
so worried that it's because people always compare it to the Heath Ledger performance.
And Mark Hamill in the new Joker.
I just hope that he doesn't try to like he tries to do the best he can with his version of the Joker.
Well,
because that's what made the Heath Ledger version stand out so much.
Yeah, but I mean, Heath
that it was
is
so
good
unique.
and all, but like he's not the end all be all. Because I mean, everyone's got their favorite.
Well, they're taking you in from what I'm getting from the Joker from reading the comics. They're taking you in at the very origin of Joker, and then they're going to bring you into when Joker and Batman first face off. So I'm assuming that's how the Batman reboot's going to start out with, either with Penguin, because he fights Penguin first, and then it leads into the Joker itself. So I'm assuming they're going to do a whole like Batman reboot where we're going to get another Penguin. But you can't redo the Penguin thing because that was literally was it Jack Nicholson?
No, Jack Nicholson was the Joker.
Who was Danny DeVito? Danny DeVito. Yeah, can't.
Wait, which version are we talking about now?
Well,
this is OG. This is the original
if
Batman
they set it up
series,
the way,
movie.
If they set it up right, they could have a Joker origin series, and then they can reboot Suicide Squad. Really, the background to Joker, because that's what they're planning on doing with Joaquin Phoenix, and then they can lead you into the Batman reboot and find a Batman in all those years. They can find a Batman that's actually better than a Christian Bale, in my opinion.
Because I'm Batman.
And welcome
That was
back.
the only
Brimstone.
thing. Like everything else about him was great. It was just that fucking voice.
Oh, Brimstone's muted still.
I agree. That's because I'm eating. I don't want to like eat my mic, but yeah. Christian Bale. You know what sucks is Christian Bale has like the perfect body type for it. his facial structure, the whole 9 yards. Like that was
Yeah,
all
everything
on point.
about it was great.
But that fucking voice, dude, like it was like, dude, do you need like some fucking inhaler or something? Like, god damn.
Okay, so Christian Bale's version sounded like one of the animated Batmans, but like his voice was like so dried out he couldn't fucking do it.
Or what
No,
they could
yeah,
do
he couldn't
is
pull it off.
what Sony or what Fox could do is they could do a Batman Beyond movie instead.
I would kill for a
Bro.
Terry McGinnis, bro.
I loved Batman Beyond.
Terry McGinnis and Old Man Bruce, fuck yeah.
Dude.
They could throw
That'd
a
be
swerve
great.
at us. Or they could do a Batman and Nightwing series. And kind of go off of the whole Nightwing series if they wanted to. Whereas
You know what's funny is like you bring up Batman Beyond, and I'm just now thinking about rewatching my favorite childhood Batman next to the anime.
who didn't watch Batman Beyond back then?
Bro, Cartoon Network talk.
Batman Beyond was the shit, dude.
On
I loved
WB
that
every
fucking
Saturday with Static Shock.
And then the Static Shock crossover with Young Static and Old Static.
They wanted to do a Static Shock movie, but I just don't know who's going to be playing Static Shock. They got to fit somebody in there that could be a good Static Shock. I don't know. They could.
See, now, and that's an idea, right? For all these fucking superheroes.
I could see Kevin Hart being a Static Shock because he's entertaining and funny at the same time.
That would be hilarious.
That would be hilarious.
I
But I'm telling you, right? I would think it would be a lot better if they would take some of these comic book franchises and do something like Batman Beyond with them, because that would allow you to break free of the original source material enough that you could do your own thing and people wouldn't bitch about it because it's not Batman. It's, the next iteration of Batman.
Yeah, because there's only like, I mean, as far as I know, there's only like 2 versions of Batman.
There's actually 3 versions of Batman. There's Batman, the one we know. Then there's the one where he passes the baton
To Terry.
to the next Batman that's young, and then there's the old Batman, Bruce Wayne old, which passes it all to Batman Beyond, which we will. What I'm assuming that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna pass the baton off eventually to a Batman Beyond series. They need to. So the fans are craving it at this point.
I mean, but we only have like one version of Batman Beyond, but several versions of regular Batman.
If for shit's sakes, what they could do if they really wanted to, and my favorite comic book franchise is Batman and Predator. They can literally do a franchise of that.
That would be dope.
Because that franchise was really good.
Nope. Disney owns fucking Predator.
Well, that sucks.
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
They own Batman. So there you go.
No, they don't. No, they don't own DC.
No, they don't own DC.
Fox makes DC films.
Yeah, but
they're licensed. They're licensed.
But yeah, do they own the license though? That's the thing.
DC lets them use the license. They pay to use the license.
Yeah, but if it's gonna be under a Fox, production.
Because who made Batman versus Superman?
Fox.
Was it Fox?
Or was it Warner Bros. And Legendary Films? I think it was.
If it was Fox, at the time that movie came out, Disney hadn't bought Fox.
No, I know, but that it would just be if it was done by a different studio.
Zack Slater film, and that was a Warner Brothers production.
Yeah, see, it wasn't Fox.
Gotcha.
So okay. Fox does not own the complete movie. See, DC was smart. They didn't sell like the Spider-Man with Sony,
like Marvel did,
where they sold the entire movie rights, not just for one specific film. Because as far as I knew, there was a bunch, like a couple of the. Because who made the original Batman movies?
Warner Brothers.
Was that? Yeah, and then what about the ones with George Clooney and
Warner, I believe.
Warner did.
Was that Warner too? Okay.
That might have been Warner and Paramount collaboration.
Yeah, I thought it was Paramount or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, DC never once sold the entire movie rights in their entirety. They only leased them out for the individual movies.
To be honest, that's probably why Clooney's Batman was so horrible.
The owner of the DC Entertainment universe is AT&T via Warner Brothers Media Group.
Bro,
to answer that.
Mr. Freeze with fucking
okay, well, yeah, that was funny. I like
Arnold Schwarzenegger, bro. Come on, dude. And Poison Ivy.
His fucking one-liners,
legendary. Though. How about Gattaca?
That's my childhood, bro. I watched those fuckers when I was a kid.
How about Gattaca? There you go. You want to go way back, Gattaca. With Ethan Hawke, Ethan Hawke,
Uma Thurman.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my god, this
Yo, like to this day, I would still eat Uma Thurman's ass. Just saying.
Hey,
Dude,
she played
it's
that.
weird, bro. In half of the movies she's in, she's hot as fuck, and then the other half, she's like just not.
Yo, homeboy that did her movies like was banging it out for like a good couple of years, right, during Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Yo, he was hitting that.
Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino is the luckiest cock on the fucking planet, dude.
Yeah, and he's getting out of making films, which he's retiring. That's sad to hear
He
about
makes
that.
he makes.
I was
pretty
looking
good
into the
movies,
old
though.
WB cartoons because you guys were talking about it. Do you
Yeah,
guys remember? Do you guys remember Bots Masters?
Yes.
didn't see that one.
Yes.
Fucking Zoolander, ZZ's for short.
Yes.
Welcome to the Bots Brigade. I am the Bots Master. Yeah.
Or if you're watching WB shows, how about Jackie Chan Adventures?
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, Jackie Chan Adventures was the shit, man.
I still quote that fucking show.
And
What
they're
do you mean?
and they're re-bringing that show back here in the next year. Bringing it back.
Are they gonna just reanimate the whole thing? As
Yes,
a
they
different
are.
thing?
Yes, they are.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't. You know,
And
I
he's
think
doing
I might be
another.
hyped.
He's doing another Police Academy movie too. Whatever.
Bruh. So, do you guys remember fucking the Chuck Norris cartoon?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That was so fucking
You
terrible,
remember?
dude.
You remember Chuck Norris doing all those weightlifting videos?
Fucking
in
Total
commercials?
Gyms, I think.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, eventually he suckered Wesley Snipes into doing that shit. But I mean,
Hey, Wesley Snipes in fucking one of my favorite franchises, Major League Baseball. Literally.
yo, speaking of Wesley though, like I want him to have some sort of cameo in the upcoming Blade. That's gonna
That's
be
not
coming.
gonna
Bro.
happen. That's
Just
not
some
gonna
sort
Bro.
of, just play the mentor role. That's all he has to do. Pass the torch. Do it right. That's all he has to get paid to do is pass the torch, and I'll be happy. I won't care about nothing else.
Not
I
gonna
love the
happen.
original Blade.
Just pay homage.
It's a horrible movie, but it's so fucking fun to watch.
It's horrible but good at the same time. That shit did not age well, but like some of the shit did, and what did was great.
Bro, the fucking movie where he's fighting Frost, that was terrible.
That was the first one.
I think my most.
Oh,
my
was it the
most-
first one? I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That is the first one. That was horrible, dude. Because like, in that one, they were all just regular vampires, and the second one, they were all the hybrid vampires, or they were just introducing the hybrids. And then all of a sudden, all of the old blood were all technically hybrids. It was like, wait a minute, hold the phone.
So another article out there, since we're talking about technology here, Intel renames their SKUs for their processors after the backlash.
Oh
Wait.
boy, is it more mathematical equations at the end of the SKU like it was
No, it's
this last
actually-
time?
It's the now they renamed it to the i5 1030 G7.
That's not much better.
That really isn't.
Wait, what backlash? What the fuck did I miss?
And it's gonna support when they release, it's gonna support USB 4.0 standard and Thunderbolt 3.
What I want to know
Oh
is
boy!
Yeah, Thunderbolt, man. That's something I haven't heard since fucking Alienware laptops.
And what's the other one they're supporting? Oh, PCI 4.0. Yep. And they're saying that it's going to be the G stands for Gen 11 graphics. That's why they're
What?
Yeah.
where's the L? Where's like the fucking the 11 in this? Why does G stand for all of it?
Because that's their graphics. You could thank a guy that was formerly with Intel for that, Roger
They're,
Goodori.
they're fucking.
Roger Goodori is literally the guy that had good ideas in theory, but couldn't execute them in AMD. Unfortunately.
See.
He did a great job with the Vega line. Honestly, if you really think about it, he took a risk on HBM and it paid off, but there was not many people doing HBM. That's why HBM was so hard to produce. He picked the wrong time to do HBM at the when Vega was being created.
It hadn't matured yet.
Yeah, that too. So, I mean, Intel is literally going and doing a risk. They're going to be losing money on every card with HBM. They're talking 250 to 300 for their cards with loads of HBM in it. They're saying like 12 gigs of memory on their $300 cards.
Yeah, that's fucking not possible.
And I'm wondering how much money are they going to be losing?
I
Dude,
thought
a ton.
HBM was like hella pricey right now.
Hella
What are they
pricey.
thinking?
Just the HBM set and controller for a Vega 56 or 64 was like $70 by itself. That's fucking wholesale. Like, that's bulk price.
Yeah.
And that's not the chip, that's not fucking the board, anything fucking else. And that shit adds up quick.
So Intel's Xe family of graphics is going to be using HBM memory. They're going to be using a lot of HBM in it. HBM is going to be their main focus. Which tells me if they go that way, then HBM is going to get cheaper.
Hopefully. They would see more fucking, maybe the 5900 XT will have some fucking HBM in it.
And speaking of HBM, this is gonna be brought to you by Glasswire. Wait, what's that called again? NordVPN and what's the other one? BattleBots.
Oh God.
Oh, and Raid on the mobile. It's a great game. You guys should try it out. Download your first free hero on us at Game Talk in the promo code. Oh my god.
Fucking.
And by the way, speaking of the Radeon 7, AMD denies the end of life of Radeon 7. They actually deny that.
Why were there articles about that?
Because they came out with Navi, and the first thing they do is go, oh, well, this series of cards is dead. They said they're still in production. They said they haven't.
Yeah,
discontinued.
they just came out with Navi.
They just stocked up all the places with Vega 7 cards. And there's a rumor going out that they're talking, AMD's talking about price drops.
And speaking about reading on, this episode is brought to you by Audible.
Have you ever wanted to hear what my nuts sound like in audio form? Go to Audible now, and you'll hear it for yourself. It's high quality content.
We only like to deal in the highest of bit rates.
The lowest of lag and the highest of bit rates.
And
Pretty much.
another article, Ryzen 9 3950X beats a 2000 Intel Core i9 9880 XE in Geekbench scores by a mile. Yeeks. Ouch. A $2,000
AMD is
chip.
coming in like a fucking truck, bro.
But yeah. Right now, it's a good time. I'll tell you this. It's a good time to buy RX 590s, 580s, Vega 56s, 64, and 7s. Right now, it's a good time.
Dude, any of the Ryzen chips.
Yep.
Especially if you're really on a budget, man, you can get some of that Ryzen second gen stuff for super cheap.
Dude, if you really want to let's read this. NVIDIA and OBS says to people, bye having to have dual PCs for PC live streaming. They are touting that it could kill their encoder. It can kill literally Ryzen CPUs with encoding.
I'll believe it when I see it.
According to this article, they're comparing their encoder.
What GPU could do this?
They're saying, well, no, they're just saying in this article, and NVIDIA GTX, they're comparing NVIDIA's GTX cards to X264 fast to NVIDIA's RTX and X264 medium, and they're showing a dual PC setup at, keep this in mind, 8,000 bit rate. Who's running this at 8,000 bit rate? Who streams at 8,000 bit rate? They're showing that at 8,000 bit rate, NVIDIA shatters X264 CPU encoding by a mile.
That's no bullshit.
Like I said, I'll believe it when I see it.
And they're showing the game they are focusing on is Apex Legends and Black Ops 4. Blackout mode.
Yeah, first
Why
of all,
not Metro or anything like that where it's high intensive, you know?
I mean, first of all, you gotta get past all of Black Ops 4's bullshit.
They're like, our streaming capabilities can shatter everything on the market on Terraria. Like, what the fuck?
It's like no one give a fuck about your ride performance. That shit runs on a fucking potato, like Minecraft.
Well, that's my point. Yeah, that's my point.
No, that's what I'm saying. That would be the average consumer response. Be like, give me some real benchmarks, you dumb.
Do I need to introduce you to the YouTube community again, Metro? These guys would be like, wait, I'm getting that kind of performance in Terraria? I need to have that card.
I mean, we're also speaking to the same community that would totally use RTX for Minecraft when they could get it probably in a better performance on an AMD. Because everything's better on AMD. Especially
anything else anything else we need to talk about in the show tonight?
I mean, other than fucking Nvidia, their name escapes me. I can't fucking think of them for some reason.
Well, what's depressing is they announced these drivers, Gamecom drivers, and they announced it for 4 games. And the sucky part is all the other games got screwed over.
I mean, yeah, there's that, and then fucking Nvidia still can't fix their encoders in OBS to make your stream
look good. You're cutting out, buddy.
God damn it. All right. So I was saying, like, anything NVIDIA based looks blurry as shit on an encoder, but you load up anything AMD based and shit's fine. So it's like they're bringing all these dumbass drivers, but they need to fix like gaming performance.
What I want to test
reals.
on Mixer so badly is Relive over on Mixer. I want to see what that's all about. I haven't tried Relive like in a while. I want to try it. So
I used Relive for streaming the show for a while, and it was great.
I want to see what their encoder does. Like
super simple. I just wish they had more options. Like they don't have a noise gate for the mic, and that's kind of irritating.
Did you guys see the PlayStation design for the PS5? They're gonna change the name of it to the PlayStation V, and it looks like a V console.
What the fuck did we do? Hire Big Daddy V to like draw up a console?
Did you see that, Brimstone, earlier this week? Them showing concepts of what it looks like. The new
That's
concepts.
Well, that's concepts. I mean, that's not necessarily facts. Like the concept.
Yeah, we all saw the concepts of the PS3 and the PS4.
The boomerang controllers. Do we remember those? Like that shit was retarded.
I mean, everyone remember the original patents for like the fucking Switch controller? How everybody thought that the controller was gonna have a glass screen on it, and that was the Switch. Like an all-in-one controller / console. Like you didn't need a big ass box.
Yeah.
Is there anything else, guys, you want to cover?
I mean, my dicks are wrecked, but I don't think anyone needs to know that. But now you know.
You're not alone, Metro. I've been looking at porn for the last half hour.
I mean, I accidentally flashed porn in the camera view for him for a split second.
To what?
I accidentally had a tab with porn on it, and I realized your camera's pointing at my tablet.
Well, this should be an interesting episode.
If they can find the one frame it's in.
Fucking asshole.
I was like going through tabs, and I accidentally clicked on the wrong tab.
Oh,
whoopsies!
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, so you can find that 10 more points.
Anyway, this stream is brought to you by Pornhub.
This stream is brought to you by Pornhub, YouPorn, E621,
X2, X Hamster,
fucking Rule 34,
XNXX, UJizz.com,
eHarmony,
Hentai no. They're fucking down,
Christians
aren't they?
mingle,
Plenty of fish,
Plenty of
Black
fish.
people mingle,
Grinder.
Yeah.
ChristianMingle.com.
More. What was it? They have a Mormon site up now, as I thought was funny. There's that. That'd be
Terrible. Terrible.
Anyway, guys, thank you for stopping in for this latest episode. Everybody shout themselves out where you guys can be found. Starting with
I can be found underneath Max's bedroom.
Oh, Lord. No, Lord. Metro, yourself?
I mean, you can find me on Twitter, YouPorn, UJizz.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up, gangster.
You porn, you jizz.
Find me in the Discord.
There you go.
A normal man. What?
How about you find me outside? How about that?
Catch me outside. How about that?
All right, Daniela.
Anyway, I'll lead you guys off with some XP. You guys have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks for stopping in on the show. Peace out, guys.
Oh yeah.
Bram, you left the sound on your porn on.